Boss, I want to collect my wages and stop working on the farm,
Baldassare said with his head lowered. The boss was stunned. You have worked with me for more than 30 years. Why do you suddenly want to leave now? Baldassare sighed.
I am old. I have worked here for 30 years, but I have gotten nothing. You change cars every year, you have a house and land, but I do not even have a vehicle for getting around, and I am still renting a place to live. I want to leave here. Maybe I can still fight for something for myself.
After hearing this, the boss felt very sad, because Baldassare had always been his most trusted employee and also the most capable helper on the farm. After a moment of silence, the boss said, I understand you. If you want to retire, I will not stop you. I will not withhold a single cent of the money that should be given to you. But before you leave, I want to ask you to help me one last time. My wife and I are going to America for a few months, and we will only come back when the harvest season arrives. Please help me manage this season's planting. After that, you can retire in peace. Baldassare agreed. Before leaving, the boss handed him a company card with no spending limit and reminded him, buy the best seeds, the best fertilizer, and the best materials. The tractor must also be well maintained. Do not save money for me. I want the season to become the best season in the history of the farm. After the boss left, a co-worker named Renan secretly came to Baldassare.
The boss is not here, and he even gave you an unlimited card. This is a chance to get rich. We can buy the cheapest materials and split the money left over. Last year, good materials cost $2 million. If we buy cheap ones, it will only cost $400,000. The remaining money will be enough to change our lives.
Baldassare was silent for a while, then said, My parents taught me from childhood never to take things that do not belong to me. Even if no one sees it, I still have to do the right thing. After hearing this, Renan became furious. He scolded him for being stupid and also said that from then on, he would only come to clock in and sleep, leaving him to do the work alone. In the following 6 months, Baldassare almost carried all the work by himself. He bought the best seeds and fertilizer, carefully maintained the machines, and stayed in the fields every day, taking care of every piece of land. When others were slacking off, he was working. When others mocked him for being honest, he only lowered his head and continued doing his work. 6 months later, the boss finally came back from his trip. Seeing the golden crops covering the land, he asked, Baldassare, long time no see, my friend. How is this year's harvest? Baldassare said,
Boss, it is incredible. This is the best year we have ever had. The land has never produced this much before.
The boss smiled and said, I have already checked the accounts. This year's profit is higher than any year before. All the materials were the best, and the tractor was also well maintained. Although a lot of money was spent, it was very worth it. Then the boss looked at him and said, Back then, when you said that you had worked hard your whole life but had nothing, I kept it in my heart. The profit from this year's harvest, 22 million, all belongs to you. Baldassare froze.
Sir? What did you say?
The boss said, You heard me correctly. You are honest and loyal. You have worked for me for so many years, and you also once worked for my father. Now, it is your turn. This money is the reward you deserve. Go buy your own land and build your own farm. From today on, you are no longer just an employee. You are also a farm owner, a real businessman. Baldassare's eyes were filled with tears, and he said with a choked voice,
Thank you, boss. You have changed my life forever.
Just then, Renan rushed in angrily.
What about me? Boss, what can I get? I was also his helper. I also gave suggestions. I should also have a reward.
The boss looked at him coldly and said, Renan, although I was abroad, I was watching everything here through the surveillance cameras. During these 6 months, you did not truly work for even 1 day. You only came to clock in and then hid in the barn to sleep. I also know that you once encouraged Valdessari to buy cheap materials and wanted to steal my money. So what you get is not a reward, but dismissal. Renan lowered his head and could not say a single word. He could only leave in disgrace. The boss turned to look at Valdessari and said, "People like you are the reason this world still has hope." Valdessari wiped his tears and said, "I only did what I believed was right." The boss nodded. That is exactly why honest people will surely receive a reward in the end. This story tells us, greed may allow a person to take advantage for a moment, but honesty is what truly changes one's destiny. The choices you make when no one is watching are what prove who you really are. My stories all come from this set of books. The stories are concise and highly educational, which will surely make your English learning more efficient.